Waking up to some clouds this morning across the Chattahoochee Valley and certainly muggy out there. We'll let you know if you need to pack the umbrella for your Monday, though. Coming up.
1 dead, 4 wounded. What police say led to the eruption of gunfire at a McDonald's just off the Auburn University campus. A shooting in Columbus adds to the city's death toll. What details police know about this case is just ahead. And while walking in his apartment, a man says he fell through the floor. The cause, he says, is due to mold. How it is impacting other apartments. We'll tell you about it.
Coverage you can count on. This is WTVM News Leader 9.
Well, hello there, and welcome back into the Monday edition of News Leader 9 Morning. The big weather news, I guess, is Hurricane Florence.
Yes.
And I wanted to look at the picture you had earlier of the 3 hurricanes.
Yeah, there. Let's see. We've got our Alpha Cam right there. Do you mind if we pull up the hurricanes there in the back? We have our live look. Here we go of what's going on in the Atlantic.
And here's the question I have.
Okay.
This is Florence.
Yes.
Over here is Helene.
Yes.
And Isaac's in the middle.
Right.
It all depends on when they were formed, I guess, right?
Yes.
Why
exactly.
I is ahead of H.
Right, exactly. So Isaac took a little longer to reach that name status. But, I mean, look at Helene. Man, that, too, on its own, looks like a pretty serious hurricane right there. Still a Category 1, but Florence is the one that everyone is focused on. So we are anticipating here, as we get into the next 24 hours or so, that Florence could be upgraded into a major hurricane. So major focus on that, especially for the east coast of the U.S. But then right behind it, we have Helene and Isaac. Neither of those right now anticipated to impact the U.S., but we'll continue to monitor them closely as well. This morning, our Alpha Insurance Skycam giving us a view over uptown Columbus, looking at some clouds, but overall not too bad this morning. A lot of us hanging out in the low 70s, but it is certainly mild and muggy out there. Going to continue to be warm today, but temperatures only expected to top out in the upper 80s. If not right around 90 degrees. But factoring in the sunshine, it's definitely going to feel warmer than that. Now, we do have a 40% chance of some thunderstorms later today, and that's all due to a front hanging out in our area. Going to continue to see clouds moving down into the Chattahoochee Valley later today, so maybe not quite the nice sunshine we saw over the weekend, but we'll continue to keep you updated on Florence coming up.
Thank you much. It is 6:33 now. 5 people shot, 1 of them dead of their injuries. Police say an argument led to an eruption of gunfire in the parking lot of the McDonald's just off the campus of Auburn University. That shooting, a rarity in that small college town, leaving many nervous and concerned. This morning, our Maya Johnson continues team coverage. She is on the scene of that deadly shooting at the McDonald's on West Magnolia Avenue, walking distance from the campus. Maya, what are you hearing about this suspect, who we understand was arrested yesterday?
Chuck, according to Auburn police, a 17-year-old juvenile male was arrested at an Auburn home Sunday and is charged with murder. Police say shots rang out at the McDonald's on West Magnolia Avenue just before 2:30 a.m. Sunday morning. 5 people were shot, leaving 20-year-old Evan Michael Wilson from Tuskegee dead on the scene. A 16-year-old male was taken to Piedmont Columbus Hospital in Columbus for serious injuries. A 17-year-old male, 19-year-old female, and 21-year-old male sustained non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to East Alabama Medical Center. People in the area described what they saw just outside their own window, and students now in fear.
Nobody was going through the drive-thru. These kids were strolling around the parking lot. So, you know, even people that wanted to come eat at McDonald's weren't really able to get through the crowd to get into McDonald's to eat.
You know, I'm a little scared, kind of nervous, but I think that the fact that they have everything blocked off and they're really trying to figure out what happened, like, I think they'll be able to get whoever did it, but it's so concerning that it happened so close to campus.
2 of the victims have since been released from the hospital, and as always, we will keep you updated as we work to learn more about others involved in this incident and the remaining victims in the hospital status. I'm live in Auburn. Maya Johnson for News Leader 9.
Maya, thanks. Here's what it sounded like Sunday morning.
Shot fired on my McDonald's. 4 shot fire McDonald's. 2-3 Auburn, gunshot victim in the leg, McDonald's. I got 1 victim in front of the kitchen. 2-3 Auburn, I got another victim in front of Lambda guy. We got another gunshot victim. White, gunshot in the leg. Just waiting to turn to get on 1.
Auburn police say that the shooting was not at random. They say it came from an argument. It is unknown who all was involved in that discussion or what the argument was over. With that shooting being so close to campus, many who live in that area, or perhaps students, are a bit on edge. The McDonald's is no stranger to large crowds during home football games, becoming much of a hangout. Well, Saturday, LSU is in town, the game normally bringing a big crowd, which residents say makes them a little nervous.
I don't think I'm going to want to go out during that game, especially after this happened with such a small team. Definitely with LSU, there's usually lots of problems that arise out of that, so I'm probably going to be staying home for that. We have
heard no word on if more police will be monitoring the parking lot or some extra rules applying on that Saturday game with LSU or for games in the future to prevent tragic incidents like the one Sunday morning from happening. Our time, 6:36 in Columbus. Police are investigating another deadly shooting, this one in Midtown. One person died after being shot at the intersection of Rigdon Road and 10th Street late Saturday night. Officials identify that victim as Thalmus Jones. No suspects have been named in the case. Stay updated with News Leader 9 at all times with our free mobile app for your smartphone. Just search WTVM in your app or Play Store. With the app, you can get the latest updates on breaking news stories right here on News Leader 9. 6:37 our time. Columbus Fire and EMS responded to an overnight apartment fire in Columbus. It happened at Warren Williams Apartments. Firefighters say only one unit in the building was impacted, the 200 building. One man was taken to the hospital to be treated for unknown injuries. According to Battalion Chief Keith Watson, that man was unconscious for a short time, but was alert when transported to the hospital. The cause of the fire is under investigation. We have an update on the 4 LaGrange firefighters still being treated for burns from a week ago. In this picture, you see John Williamson and Pete Trujillo, who continue to recover alongside Jordan Avera, who's not in the picture, at Grady Memorial Hospital. The other firefighter, Josh Williams, is recovering at the Augusta Burn Center. The firefighters say they are touched by the cards and donations they have received. Here's a look at all the firefighters. Well, a number of units condemned at a Columbus apartment complex after a resident fell through the floor. The apartments, formerly called Willow Creek, now called Affinity Apartments. The man fell through the apartment, leaving mold and mildew everywhere, we understand. The incident brought in a call from other residents who hope things can be done to fix the conditions of the entire complex.
Like I was walking out and the floor just collapsed. I ain't never think it would fall through the floor after being there for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? It kind of shocked me, really.
After my son got hurt today, I came over on my lunch break to look at it, me and a coworker, and mold and mildew and the floor is wet. And the maintenance man said the apartment's gonna have to be condemned because it's no good anymore.
Some residents say they've been reporting mold for more than a year now. We have reached out to a representative with the apartment complex, which, as we mentioned, is under new management. But so far we have not received a response. 6:38 now. Each week WTVM offers a discount on local businesses across the area, and we have a new one on ChattahoocheeValleyWeekendDeals.com this morning. Take a look. You can get 15% off 15 units of Botox at Sensational You Medical Aesthetics. Just head over to ChattahoocheeValleyWeekend.com or download the app today to take advantage of the savings. All right, it is 6:39. Let's find out what's happening with our weather as we begin another work week, and as well as traffic. Here's Lauren Linehan.
Well, Chuck, you can see this morning on our Alpha Insurance Skycam already some clouds over the plains, but thus far no traffic issues. Once you get out on the roads, though, you can let us know if you see anything on the Waze app. So Auburn this morning waking up to some clouds, and we're seeing them across other parts of the Chattahoochee Valley as well. And that's thanks to a front kind of slowly meandering its way down to the southeast. This afternoon, temperatures maybe not going to be quite as warm as we saw over the weekend. So a lot of us hanging out in the upper 80s, if not right around 90 degrees. But of course, when the sun comes out, it's still humid, so it may very well feel well into the 90s. But we are expecting a better chance of rain later on today. This morning, though, no major issues with fog. It does look like we've seen some develop this morning around Bullock and Tallapoosa County. So East Alabama, our main concerns with any reduced visibility. We'll continue to keep you updated on that. This morning, at best, a stray shower, but it does look like the prime time for seeing some showers and thunderstorms moving in. There's still going to be hit or miss storms, are going to be around late afternoon into the early evening hours once we tap into that daytime heating. But we'll let you know if we're going to be seeing any impacts from Florence later this week coming up.
Thank you much. 6:40 our time now. A baseball Hall of Famer who struck out almost 5,000 hitters has a birthday today. He's 6'10". That may help you identify him. We'll have the pictures in a moment. Plus, a Dallas police officer is in hot water facing criminal charges for shooting and killing a man she thought was inside her apartment. What investigators are saying about that officer's past. Plus, a Louisiana mayor facing backlash for banning city workers from ordering Nike products. Another city official is now trying to take back that statement.